You might describe these two rooms as adjacent to each other. We've got a living room on the left and we've got a kitchen on the right. And notice that these two rooms share a wall. One way to describe these rooms would be that they are adjacent or next to each other. Adjacent angles are also angles that are next to each other. More specifically, angles that share a vertex and a side or ray. Now, before I give you the rest of the definition, let's talk about that part. They share a vertex right here. Angles 1 and 2 are adjacent. They both have the same vertex right there. They also both share a ray right here. Here's a situation in which two angles, angle 1 and 2, they share a vertex, but they don't have a common side, so they're not adjacent. Here's a situation where two angles are sharing a ray, which you can see here. They're both using this ray, but they don't have a common vertex. One vertex is over here and another vertex is up here. Those would not be adjacent angles. Now let's complete the definition. So adjacent angles are angles that share a vertex and side, but share no common interior points. Let's take a look at what that would mean in terms of the floor plan we were looking at earlier. So, let's say we had added a closet on down here into one of the rooms. So they're still sharing a wall, but notice that they're not adjacent. Adjacent means next to, and this closet is inside the living room. Now, let's put a couple points in this closet. Notice that they are shared by both the living room and the closet. So that's what we mean by having no interior points in common. When one of the figures is inside the other figure, they're going to have common interior points. So for this part of the example, I want you to focus on this vertex and this ray right here. So let's focus on the first angle. We'll call that angle 1. Now I'm going to use the same vertex and this same ray to draw a second angle over here. Notice that the smaller angle, the pink angle, is inside the mouth of the blue angle. And if I were to put a point, a couple yellow points, they would be in both angles. These angles are not adjacent because they share common interior points. That's why we need this second part of the definition that says sharing no common interior points.